is what drew you to sustainable fashion?
Oh, I was born in a family where my mom, she's a designer, she's a seamstress.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we're all coming from Crimea, Ukraine, post-Soviet Union, no clothes, nothing available. So what my mom used to do, she would take curtains and make dresses as an idea, or also, the same with batting, whatever she could. And she started doing it when she was 12. Herself, nobody taught her. She's self-taught. That's how she got into sustainable, I guess, design. We didn't really have any name. We just called it, I do stuff from whatever I could. That's it. That was the thing. And then I guess this mentality came to me as well. So I had a bunch of friends when I was a kid. And we liked to go to secondhand shop, because it was cool. The only thing which I had a problem as a kid is actually others being really, dismissal about that, and very judgmental. Oh, you're buying secondhand stuff. But we were like, yeah, but this is like Levi's jeans. What are you talking about? This is crazy. So that's where the interest comes from, actually from lifestyle, I guess, which I've been put as a child.
Yeah, you provide with what you've got.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this is
and it's good for the environment.
Exactly, yeah. And it's more interesting, as been mentioned in the conference, that it has the story behind it, and that's, I guess, it's something what connects you a little bit better when there is something what has the story behind it.
I suppose if you make jewelry and stuff, what materials would you say you use to be sustainable as you can?
Okay, so I go to charity shops. I have a good deal with them. Basically, when they can't sell, when a charity shop can't sell beads, they put it in a separate whatever bag.
Yeah.
Then I come once a month. Do you have something for me? Yeah, we do. Have a look. Take whatever you want to. Even those ones which broke down, doesn't matter. And then I take whatever I need. I see something goes, something doesn't, or maybe I think, okay, this color, potentially the same probably color scheme I'm going to find somewhere else. And then I give my donation, whatever I can donate for the stack of beads they have to offer. That's how I get my materials to work with, basically. And it's a good deal for charity shops because for them to get rid and recycle these beads, it actually costs more than to keep them. But now imagine if they keep all of the beads they can't sell. That's horrible. They just won't have storage. So it's win-win for everyone, basically. I try to go to the local charity shops in my village in Saltaire and in Leeds as well. There's fantastic charity shops in Bradford. So yeah, that's how I get all the materials. Obviously, pliers, for example, to fix everything together, bring everything together. I bought them, and now I reuse them all the time. They're there forever. Yeah, that's it.
Is there any sort of challenges you would say you'd face to try and be as sustainable as possible, or?
Challenges
to try and keep being sustainable?
Yeah. In what I'm doing, or in general?
I suppose you can use what you're doing, but generally as well, I guess, yeah.
Oh, let me think. I don't see any challenge. I think it's a win.
Okay.
It's a big win, to be honest. Yeah. Probably the big challenge is people still being slightly presumptuous about wearing secondhand stuff, which are actually majority of times they're just better quality. And that's something what probably the one challenge. But this challenge can be brought down by talking. You always talk. You always tell your story. You show, you show how it all looks like, and then people, bit by bit, they feel like, oh, there is a crowd. Okay, I want to to be part of that crowd. For example, you know, I wear all of my bits all the time.
Yeah.
Anything what I can't sell, it's not really as much for selling, it's more for me, really.
Yeah.
If I can't sell them, on my gigs, for example, yeah, I didn't mention, I'm a musician. I'm an opera singer, jazz singer, and improviser, and this is part of my merch, basically. When I can't sell them, I bring it to my gig, and we're playing the raffle game. Yeah, so anyone can win one of the.
Good idea.
Yeah, you know, come to my gigs. You have prizes worth of 50 quid. Come on, that's my kind of. And I think from actually facing the issue or facing the difficulty, and instead of running away from it, to find different solutions, that is the key probably, to actually keep sustainable fashion going. Because that's what it is. You are trying to solve the puzzle in many ways, in my experience.
Would you have any advice for younger people or anyone generally that's trying to go more green or sustainable?
Yes, go to charity shops. Really go to, because sometimes there's just amazing deals. Really. And also, I would love to give this beautiful advice, which I think is beautiful. Used to be a thing, bargain. Go to vintage markets and bargain with them, because that's how you bring this social aspect back. You learn how to talk to people. You learn how to get out of this, you know, issue-solving skills. You can view sustainable fashion as a reason to actually learn different social skills, because you have to obtain those social skills in order to get a win-win deal.
I was also going to say, do you find it hard to balance being sustainable with the products you make and being creative, but then looking at you today, you look very creative?
Yeah, it's not my problem actually.
Yeah, I know.
Not anymore though.
No.
Maybe used to be, and I kind of understand when you're in the environment of everything should be a frame. Yeah, everything should be like, should be, must be, should be. When you have this idea and beliefs that it should be and must be, then of course it's going to be always wrong. You're always going to be stuck in that place of should be. But it comes from the desire to break this down and surround yourself with people who actually break this narrative of should be and must be. Yeah. And bring the narrative of would like to.
Yeah.
That's how the creativity came to me at least, when I changed my surroundings.
Wait, how long have you been doing your music and drawing?
It depends which music. The experimental improvisational jazz music I've been doing for 3 years.
Okay, not very long.
Yeah, so the Djilali I do since November.
Wow. Not very long at all.
Yeah, but it's always been in my head.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I've been just kind
Always
of
had
collecting.
the thought.
Yeah. I always had the thought, but I didn't have money. And then I found money, and I was like, okay, let's.
Oh, so the money was the reason stopping you?
Yeah. Because you always, as musicians, you always have something to sponsor. Always. And then you just left with no money left. I was like, I really want to do this.
And this is one of the pieces that you've managed.
Yes, this is one of the pieces. All got from different charities, charity shops, literally every single bit, everything. And this costume is what I perform for my album called Verbo y Voda, which means willow tree and water.
Well, to be fair, that is all the questions answered and covered. So thank you very much for
Thank you
taking
so
part in the
much.
interview.
No, thank you so much for
Been lovely.
interviewing.
Very
Lovely to meet you.